I hope you can hear me and you get my screen.
Yes, sir.
Good. In last lecture, we have gone through the general explanation about leaf and their general structure, what the leaves are. Now, in this lecture, we are supposed to go through different types of venation which are found in leaf. Now, what is venation? First question is that. Venation is the distribution of vascular tissue in the form of veins, which is found on the leaf surface. Right? So it is the arrangement of the vein or veinlets. Whatsoever diagram you can see here, and the explanation which is given here is the arrangement of veins and microveins, that is veinlets. It is termed as venation. It is found on the surface of lamina, right? As we know that we have so many different types of leaf, that is why we have different types of venation. Not all the leaves are found to be similar type of venation, but as per their design, as per their adaptation, they might be having different types of venation, right? So please take the screenshot of this slide. Now these are the types of venation. Mainly there are two types of venation. One is reticulate, second is parallel. Now what's the difference between both of them? So number one is reticulate, number two is parallel. Now in reticulate there is one midrib and they have comparatively smaller branches which produce furthermore smaller branches like this, which in turn produces venlets, very micro venlets, and it is joining actually with each other. So it is forming a net-like or reticular structure. That's why these kind of arrangement of vein is known as reticulate. Ready? So only one midrib. So main pipeline, which is for the supply of the either food or the water is. Ready? So midrib is only one. Now if I talk about the parallel venation, it may consist more than one midrib like this on the surface of leaf. Ready? So they have more than one midrib, and this is the basic difference between reticular and parallel venation. Reticular are generally found in dicot plant, and The parallel are found generally in monocot seed. Now, reticular and parallel both are having further types. In reticular, first is pinnate or unicostate. Second is palmate. Similarly, in parallel as well, one is pinnate and second is palmate or multicostate. Pinnate is unicostate and palmate is multicostate. Examples also are given. In dicot, pinnate, examples are guava, people, etc. And in parallel pinnate, banana, ginger, etc. Now, if I talk about the palmate type of the arrangement of the venation, they further have two subtypes. Convergent and divergent. Ready? Similarly, into parallel as well, convergent and divergent. In reticulate, palmate convergent is Gigipus, and in reticular divergent it is Cucurbita. Now in parallel, palmate convergent, Bamboo, and divergent, Boresius. So these are various types of venation which are found in different plants. Ready? So this is the primary information about different types of venation. Now we are going through each of the example with all the diagrams. Please take the screenshot. Fine. These are the explanation given with example. Venation, two type. First is reticulate, second is parallel, found in dicot, found in monocot. Ready? This is the calophyllum and this is smilex. These are the examples which are defining or which are showing the examples of either the reticulate type of arrangement or parallel type of arrangement. So mainly what you are supposed to go through or look at through is here you can find only one midrib. Here you have parallel arrangement of multiple of the midrib, right? This is first, then second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. You have so many different arrangement which is parallel to first. Ready? Here it is the first midrib and these are longitudinally arranged with them. So here it is longitude arrangement and here they are parallelly arranged. Please take the screenshot. Now reticulate first. Now, in this type of venation, many veins are divided into various branches, which is called veinlets, and form net-like structure. Due to net-like structure, it is known as reticular. Reticular may be unicostate or pinnate or palmate, as we have already discussed earlier. Ready? Take the screenshot. Okay. Now comes unicostate or pinnate. Now, in reticular unicostate, they have only one principal vein, gives off many lateral veins which produce toward margin or apex of lamina of the leaf. Ready? So this in the diagram, if you see, this is midrib and it is giving off very fine lateral branches or lateral veins which are going towards the apex of lamina. Ready? So if you see into the first diagram, this is the mid rib. Ready? This is the first vein, it is going off here, second going off here, third going off here, fourth going off here, like that. Ready? Here, like these, it is going. Like this. So it is moving towards apex. Examples which are given here: mango, guava, and people. Fine. So please take the screenshot. Now, palmate, which are having two subtype, divergent and convergent. Ready? It is called multicostate. Fine. Here they have many principal veins, right? It is having many principal veins. So in mono or unicostate, it was only one primary vein. Here they have many primary veins, which are arising from the tip of the petiole and proceed upwards. They have two subtype: multicostate divergent and multicostate convergent. So they have two subtype. Now, what is meaning of divergent and convergent? Now, divergent is what? When they are arranging from a particular point, right? For example, they are produced by or produced from tip of petiole, right? So when they are produced, they are not merging, right? at the end, then it is divergent. And if they are merging at the end, for example, this is a starting point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All are merging again at the second point. So they are merging at the end. So that is called convergent, and this is called divergent. I hope you are very clear with that. Yes or no? Are you able to hear me?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Okay. Please take the screenshot. Fine. This is divergent type of multicostate example. This is a tip of petiole, principal leaf number principal rib number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and at the end they are not at all merging. Ready? So that's why they are divergent. Example: cotton, coster, cucurbita, etc. Please take the screenshot. Now, convergent, merging again at the end. Ready? Here, if you see, this is the starting point. Now, vein number 1, vein number 2, vein number 3, and all are merging at the end here. Ready? So, this is a point where they are merging. That is why they are convergent, not divergent. Examples are camphor, Gigipus, that is plum, Tejpatta, China rose, etc. And take the screenshot, please. Now, parallel venation. Parallel, all veins run parallel to each other and do not form network. So when network is formed, they are reticular, and when network is not formed, it is parallel. Again, there are two types: unicostate pinnate and multicostate, that is palmate. Ready? Take the screenshot. Now, if you see here, types of parallel venation: Kenna, bamboo, and boraces is the third plant. Ready? Now, first pinnate type, right? Unicostate, that is pinnate. Now, what is meaning of pinnate? It is having uni that is 1. Ready? That is 1. Costate means principal vein. So only one principal vein, that is unicostate. So they have only one principal vein, giving of many lateral veins, which are actually going towards the margin of leaf blade in parallel manner. they do not have the other veinlet. So if they do not have veinlets, that is why they don't form net-like structure. Ready? Why they don't like make the net-like structure? Because they do not have the veinlets which are emerging from parallel lateral veins. That's why. If you see, very common example, banana tree. So banana leaf have so many this kind of parallel veins, and it is not having those reticular type of veinlets which are emerging from it, right? So this is very common example what we have seen around us. Fine, take the screenshot. Now multicostate having many principal veins, right? So principal veins are emerging from the tip of the petiole. Again, there are two types, multicostate divergent and multicostate convergent in parallel venation, right? So take the screenshot. We know the meaning of divergent and convergent. Fine. Now divergent. If you see, there are many principal veins rising from the tip of the petiole and divergent, diverge toward the margin of a leaf. For example, this is, yes, this is the leaf midrib, but it is merged midribs. So here, 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 here. These all are chief midrib only, right? So they are actually going towards the margin of the leaf blade, and they do not produce further veinlets like these. They do not produce veinlets. Ready? So that's the difference between reticular and parallel venation. So divergent is coconut and fen palm. Fen palm is the example which is given here. This is third one. Borasus is fen palm. Now multicostate convergent, which are merging at the end, at the tip of the leaf here. They are merging. So wheat, grass, sugarcane, and bamboo are the example. Now please take the screenshot of this slide and this slide as well. Now comes the latter part, that is modification of leaf. Right? When leaves are modified for a special kind of physiological function into different structure, which are found in a particular type of plant only, not they are found in all the plants commonly. So it is called modified structure, right? It is a very special adaptation which are found in a special type of leaf or special type of plant only. Ready? For example, first is tendril, second is spine, third is scale, pitcher, bladder, hook, phyllode, and tendril. Right? So tendril are two types: leaf tendril and leaflet tendril. So let us see all of them one by one. That all types of modified structures are different and they have a particular function either of the what we can say is to climb, to protect, or to get a food. So it is modification for either to get the food or to protect themselves or to attack somebody, ready, or to climb upward when they have weak stem. So let us see one by one each of the structures. Please take the screenshot. Number one, tendril, which is found from leaf. So it is called leaf tendril. So leaf is modified, right? When the leaf is modified into tendril, it is called leaf tendril. So here leaf is modified into wire-like structure, which actually wrap around the support. Ready? So it is helping into the climbing. For example, wild pea, that is Lathyrus faca. Ready? It is generally known as pea plant. So it is helping into the climbing movement. So they have weak stem and it is helping for support. Please take the screenshot. Number two, leaf spine. So spine, that is kata, which is produced from leaf. Ready? So leaves are modified into pointed spine. For example, Opuntia, cacti, that is cactus, and argemone. Fine. Opuntia and cactus very commonly we have seen. Ready? This is argemone. Third example is argemone. It is also, this plant also is found around us. Take the screenshot. Now, scale, leaf scale. So the leaf become very thin, dry, paper-like structure. Why? Because to protect axillary birds. For example, ficus, tamarix, and ruscus. Fine. So they are becoming very thicker, thinner, dry, and paper-like. Ready? Please take the screenshot. Now, if you see here into the diagram, this is the main leaf, and above it, it is a scaly leaf. It is the extra leaf which is produced, right? It is called scale leaf. Fine. Next, which is pitcher plant. So the leaf is converted into special modified structure called pitcher. Ready? So modified into the pitcher shaped structure. So pitcher plant is the example, and those leaf are known as pitcher, leaf pitcher. Take the screenshot. Now bladder, small pouch like structure, right? Bladder wort is the example, plant name is. So modified into bladder like structure. If you see into the picture or the diagram which is given, you can see the bladder which is formed by leaf. Take the screenshot, please. Now hooks. Very beautiful modification. If you see a finger and the nails, right, are formed. If you see the diagram, the picture actually, this is the hook, right? It is modification of climbing, right? So here are those modification. So they have very weak stem, and to climb up, they actually give mechanical support in order to form the curved structure, right, or wrap around the support. So they have terminal leaflets, right? They have terminal leaflets which are modified into curved hooks, helping the plant into climbing. Examples are cat's nail, that is bignonia plant, right? So this is the example of it, bignonia or cat's eye, cat's nail, sorry. Take the screenshot, please. Now comes phylode. Now in some plant, petiole become very, very, very uncommon. Petiole become flat and leaf-like and functions as normal leaf. This is leaf and this is petiole. So petiole becomes broadened and with green pigments, right? And they photosynthesize actually, because these are very small leaf, not capable enough to produce huge quantity of the food. So petiole becomes leaf-like and help them in producing food. For example, Australian acacia or bawad in Gujarati. Ready? So that's the example of phylode. Now leaflet tendril. So if tendril is formed by leaflets, it is called leaflet tendrils. For example, garden pea and sweet pea. Fine. So if you see, the tendrils are formed by, look, this is compound leaf. Compound leaves. And top 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So total 5 leaflets are converted into tendril. Ready? So that's why it is called leaflet tendril. Take the screenshot. Now, very special modification in insectivorous plant, Venus flytrap. Fine. Modified leaves as a trap. So when insect is falling here, they have very specialized thick waxy substance, liquid inside. When it touches that, these both the leaves, it will be clamped, clutched, right, very tightly. So that is why it is called fly trap. It is acting as a trap to catch the prey or the insect. Please take the screenshot.